how to avoid miscommunication on dates. Miscommunication on dates can turn a promising encounter into a confusing or awkward experience. Whether it's a first date or a later one, understanding how to communicate effectively plays a crucial role in building connections. By focusing on clarity, empathy, and attentiveness, you can reduce misunderstandings and foster better relationships. Here are practical tips to help avoid miscommunication on dates. 1. Be clear and honest about intentions. One common cause of miscommunication is unclear intentions. Before the date, it's helpful to know what you want, whether it's a casual meetup, exploring a relationship, or just getting to know someone. Expressing your expectations clearly, without being forceful, can prevent both parties from making incorrect assumptions about each other's intentions. For example, stating "I'm excited to get to know you better" gives clarity without pressure. 2. Use open-ended questions to encourage conversation. Asking open-ended questions like, "What do you enjoy doing in your free time?" or "How was your experience traveling abroad?" encourages the other person to share more about themselves. These types of questions invite detailed responses, helping you understand your date better. On the other hand, relying too much on yes or no questions may limit conversation and lead to awkward silences, which can result in both of you misinterpreting each other's feelings or interest levels. 3. Pay attention to nonverbal cues. Body language speaks volumes in a conversation. A person's tone of voice, facial expressions, and gestures often communicate more than words. For instance, if your date looks away frequently or crosses their arms, they might be uncomfortable or nervous. On the other hand, eye contact, relaxed posture, and smiles generally indicate engagement and interest. Being aware of these signals helps you adjust your responses and avoid any potential misunderstandings. Additionally, ensure that your own nonverbal cues align with what you're saying to prevent mixed messages. 4. Practice active listening. Active listening is a critical skill that ensures both people feel heard and understood. This involves more than just hearing words. It requires focusing on what your date is saying, acknowledging their thoughts, and responding thoughtfully. Try to avoid interrupting, and instead, show that you're engaged by nodding, paraphrasing their words, or asking follow-up questions. For instance, if they share an interesting story, responding with, "That sounds exciting. What did you enjoy most about it?" not only keeps the conversation flowing but also prevents misunderstandings by clarifying meaning. 5. Manage expectations around technology. In today's digital age, people often rely on texting or messaging before and after dates, which can introduce opportunities for miscommunication. Tone and intent can easily be misread in texts, leading to unnecessary confusion. If you prefer communicating face-to-face or over calls, it's okay to express that preference. Similarly, discussing how often you like to stay in touch can ensure that both of you are on the same page. This reduces the chances of feeling neglected or overwhelmed by the other person's communication style. 6. Be mindful of sensitive topics. While it's essential to be yourself, some topics might be too heavy or sensitive for early-stage dates. Discussions about past relationships, politics, or controversial opinions can lead to tension or miscommunication. Instead, focusing on light, enjoyable topics helps build rapport and trust. Once trust is established, deeper conversations will feel more natural and productive. 7. Check for clarification when necessary. If you find yourself confused or unsure about what your date is expressing, don't hesitate to ask for clarification. Phrases like "Could you explain that a bit more?" or "What do you mean by that?" show that you care about understanding their point of view. Assuming you understand without verifying can lead to miscommunication and missed opportunities to connect more deeply. 8. Be present and avoid distractions. Nothing kills a date faster than divided attention. Checking your phone frequently or seeming preoccupied sends a message that you're not fully invested in the conversation. Make an effort to be present, engage with your date, and give them your undivided attention. This signals respect and interest, making it less likely for either of you to misinterpret the other's actions or intentions. 9. Handle awkward moments with humor or grace. Miscommunication is sometimes unavoidable, but how you handle it makes a difference. If you say something that doesn't land as intended, or if an awkward moment arises, use humor or acknowledge it with grace. A light-hearted "well, that came out wrong" can diffuse tension and demonstrate self-awareness. Showing that you can handle small misunderstandings positively reassures your date that it's okay to make mistakes. 10. Reflect on the experience. After the date, it's helpful to reflect on how the conversation went. Ask yourself if there were moments where communication could have been clearer or if you noticed any potential misunderstandings. This self-reflection not only helps you improve for future dates, but also gives you insight into your communication patterns. In conclusion, avoiding miscommunication on dates requires intentional effort, clear communication, and active listening. By being open, attentive, and empathetic, you can create a more enjoyable and meaningful dating experience. Remember that miscommunication is a natural part of human interaction, and learning from these moments is key to building better connections.